If you're someone who's looking to apply for an Israeli student visa, then keep watching. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Ravital Moses and I create videos on Israel. Be some of the interesting places to visit or important information or procedures related to Israel, you have it covered. I previously created a video on Israeli tourist visa. If you're someone who's looking to visit Israel as a tourist, check out that video. I'm going to add the link to my description or add the link somewhere right here so you can just click and access it right away. Today we are going to be talking about Israeli student visa. This video is divided into 3 sections. Section 1 will cover documents that you need to submit. Section 2 will be the visa procedure. And Section 3 will be about smart and quick tips for you guys to apply for a smooth process for an Israeli student visa. You can now watch my videos as per the timestamps. You can just click here on the timeline and go to the specific section where you want to watch the video. You can now subscribe to my channel for more entertaining and informational videos on Israel, and also comment down below for any specific suggestions. And last but not the least, hit that bell icon to receive notifications whenever I upload a new video. Let's go. So let's begin. If you're someone who's looking to pursue your education in Israel, you will need to apply for an Israeli student visa, which is the A2 student visa. And if you're someone who's looking to apply from India, this is an important point to note. The visa application process is now taken care by the IVP, which is the Israel Visa Processing Center, which is an exclusive service provider for the state of Israel authorized to provide administrative support services to visa applicants in India. So let's start with the documents. There is a list of documents that you will need to submit at the center when you go. I'm going to add a screenshot to this video. You can now pause this video and take a screenshot. And I'm also going to add the link to the description so you can just click on it and access the documents list. The application form has to be filled online because they will not accept a handwritten form. I'm going to add the link to my description where you can fill and submit the form. Make sure that you fill all the details in English. Once you click submit, print the form because you will need to submit at the center with other documents. Next, you will at least need 2 photographs with light background. They also have photo specifications, so make sure you get them clicked accordingly. Then you need a travel document that should be valid according to the studies and not less than 6 months. I personally recommend get a travel document which is at least 1 year long. Next and most important document, your passport. Your passport must have at least 2 blank pages. Make sure you must submit all passports that you hold, including your current, old, expired, and special passport. Let's move on to the covering letter, or the cover letter like they call it. This covering letter should include your name, what are you currently pursuing, or if you're not a student anymore, where do you work, name of the university in Israel with mentioning that you have received an acceptance letter from this university. Mention the type of study, which means which type of degree will you be pursuing, MA, postdoc, PhD, or summer school exchange program, your duration of the study, and last but not the least, if the university will be granting you a scholarship. Once you have that in place, make sure you have all educational documents ready and a copy of your resume. Then you will need a proof of financial means to finance your studies and living in Israel. You will need to submit a bank statement for at least 6 months. You'll also need a travel and medical insurance with COVID coverage, and it should be minimum 1 year of insurance. Then on this long list of documents, you also have travel tickets. It's okay if they're not confirmed, but you need to show them some proof of travel ticket. And last but not the least, a photocopy of your Aadhaar card. There are a few documents that you will need to submit if you are a parent of a minor. Please have a look at the list and submit the documents accordingly. Now let's move on to the procedure. If you're someone from India, there are centers where you can submit your documents. You can find them in cities like Delhi, Bangalore, Kolkata, and Mumbai. If you belong to other states, you will have to submit your documents to one of these 4 centers. Although there is a specific list that mentions which state should submit to which center. For example, applicants that belong or are currently living in Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and Karnataka can submit their documents only to the Bangalore IBP Center. If you're wondering where you should be submitting your documents, I'm going to be adding the link to the list in the description box so you can now have a look. The procedure is more or less same like the Israeli tourist visa, so I'm going to add the link like I said before in the description box or right here. You can just have a look, go to the process section directly. Like I said, there are timestamps, so you can just click on the process section and have a look at the process. The only thing that is going to be different for an Israeli student visa are the interview questions. This might differ from candidate to candidate, but I'm going to add a possible list of questions. Here's a screenshot of possible list of questions. You can now pause the video and take a screenshot, prepare them well. The application will be forwarded to the embassy and the decision will be theirs. In addition to the documents and the procedure, you will need to pay visa fees. I'm adding a list here. You can now pause the video and take a screenshot. Keep in mind that they will only be accepted in cash, so make sure you carry the amount with you. If your application gets accepted, your visa should arrive within 5 to 7 working days. You can either collect it from the center or get it couriered to your house. In case you like your passport to be couriered, you can request this facility at the time of submitting your application. This optional service is available for an additional fee of Rs 575. These courier charges are non-refundable in case the visa is refused or withdrawn. Now that we're done with documents and procedures, here are some quick tips for you guys to have a smooth visa process and to have the process smoothly. Like we all know, we are not allowed to work on this student visa, but you can work as a TA, which is a teaching assistant. You can now get a letter from your department where it states that you will be working as a teaching assistant at the respective university. This way you can at least work at the university and earn some extra money. I know that Israel has been working on a work visa for students especially, so as soon as that is active and running, I will create a video for that. But for now, you can now apply as a teaching assistant at the university. Submit all documents in A4 and not back to back. If married, then passport should be updated with the spouse name as well as the spouse passport, also to be updated with the spouse name. Also submit original marriage certificate with the postal. The next one is very important. This is often missed and can delay your procedure. All students need to inform the Israeli university to send an email directly to the embassy's email ID regarding the invitation. So basically, if they don't receive this invitation, they will not entertain you and they will delay your procedure. So make sure before you go to the interview, make sure that your department or your university in Israel sends them an email regarding the invitation. You can now go to the center without an appointment, but there is an additional charge of Rs 500. So keep in mind to carry some extra cash on you if you plan to go without an appointment. IVP centers have specific timings for inquiry calls from Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. followed by 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. They don't operate on holidays, which is a mix of Indian and Israeli holidays. So please have a look and proceed accordingly. And last but not the least, you can now track your application online. You don't have to wait and call them and email them. You can just track it online. The section is in red, quite clear. So once you apply, just make sure you're tracking it. That's it for this video. I hope this video helps you get an Israeli student visa. If you're looking to visit some cool places in Israel while you pursue your education in Israel, don't worry, I have it covered for you. You can now explore my channel and plan your visits. If you like my videos, hit that subscribe button for more informational and entertaining content on Israel, and I will see you next time.